Hi, today another video on in details on why the WhatsApp actually blocks the SIM cards. If you like send too much of the SIM card, why today we'll discuss the topic on why WhatsApp will block the SIM card if you send too much. So first of all, WhatsApp is a global it's a global chat system where everyone is using it for free. So they want to ensure the quality of the chat is still there, so the user will still will be retained in the system itself. Will still be continue using the app. So what basically it does is, if let's say we send a mass message, mass WhatsApp messages, like in one shot, one go, so WhatsApp will tend to block these messages. So because of this problem, because of this, WhatsApp view this as a in WhatsApp point of view, you view it as a spamming. So some of the content, right, or this is usually the first reason. Some people report the message as a spam, which alerts the WhatsApp. So the second reason is because some of the content messages are one of the WhatsApp prohibited contents. So what do I say about WhatsApp prohibited contents? You can go to their website, WhatsApp Commerce, this WhatsApp.com, legal, commerce policy. Yeah, commerce policy is over here. They updated the commerce policy. So if your content is related to illegal products, services, drug prescription services, prescription, tobacco item, alcohol, all these kind of things. If your content it already included these kind of things, so your delivery rate, your chances of your message reach to your recipients is actually less chance, has a lower chance to receive the message, because they use the artificial intelligence to scan through the content on the keywords, on these kind of keywords. All right. So I don't mean that this is the keywords. So I'm not sure what the keywords they put inside, but they do use artificial intelligence to scan through like billions of messages. Impossible human can do a content moderation on this matter, because the message is just too many messages in one, even within 1 hour there are too many messages globally, so unable to scan through all. So as long as your messages contain this kind of content, or anything related to this content, then your chances of getting blocked by WhatsApp is higher, which also in turns which also then contributes to your higher cost per acquisition, meaning that one WhatsApp credit, you want to send out supposing one message, one number can receive a message. But right now, maybe the same number, you need to send 2 to 3 times, or even 4 or 5 times. Only then this number able to receive your message, because your content is actually a promotional content, and also on top of that, if your content is actually one of the prohibited contents, so WhatsApp using AI will be able to detect that. This will decrease your conversion rate, of course. So and of course increase your cost per acquisition. So, and then the last one is actually WhatsApp detects that recipient did not save the contact numbers in their recipient's phone number, phone book or contact list. Recipient did not save the contact number. So when the recipient did not save the number, and then this will cause WhatsApp to stay on alert on the new number where they receive the message. So if this recipient report the message as spam, so we know without any question asked, WhatsApp will automatically block the particular number. All right. So which, because we using thousands of SIM cards to send out, so one of the number will die out. This is how it happens. And then of course, when we mention these kind of solutions, there are some of the solutions where, of course, we provide some of the solution to the problems where we can solve it within our capability. So let's go into it. For example, problem A. some recipients did not receive the message, and some because of the SIM card were being blocked by WhatsApp server. So the solution is actually simple. So we introduce close is 100% delivery rate package. So actually this 100% delivery package, right, is actually the purpose is to reduce the gap on the total number of recipients failed to receive the message. So we want to close the gap of not so high percentage of people not receiving the message. So that's why we introducing this package. But it does not mean that we are 100% able to deliver exactly 100% delivery. It means that all the message will be able to receive. So how do we detect whether the message received or not? Is your number. The number that you put in the list is the number that along with your recipients, the number that you put inside along with the recipient that you want to send out. That number, if your number received already, you can safely assume all other number also already received. This is the only way. So of course, in this package, right, we actually repeat the blasting, the campaign 2 times. So meaning that you send out 1 time, so we will blast another 2 more times. So this will take each time we blast will take 1 day. So these 2 more times meaning we need to take additional 2 more days. Okay. So for problem B, it's actually some of the recipients when they first receive the message, they are not able to click any link in the WhatsApp. So why is not clickable the link? So it's simple. So let's see why WhatsApp link is not clickable. So let's see this message. So whenever a WhatsApp is sent between 2 phone numbers for the very first time, the contact aren't safe, and any links or media comment by default is not clickable. This design is actually designed by WhatsApp to prevent spam, and it applies to everyone. So unless someone buy over the company, then we really can't do anything about it. All right. So the solution is actually very simple. In digital marketing point of view, you need to insert a call to action, such as please reply hi to activate the above link. Things like that. So before you end your message with this, all right, a call to action. So and then the problem C is actually more to like okay. So because we use thousands of SIM cards to send out the messages. So these thousands of SIM cards, right, is actually shared among all our customers. So and some of the customers, right, some SIM cards were blocked, okay, and until all the SIM cards were blocked by the WhatsApp and no longer able to use. So the profile picture of the customer, our customer uploads are not able to maintain there for a very long period of time. So it's because we shared the SIM card. The SIM card is shared. So that's why the profile picture which you upload in our server, in our campaign, when you blast out, so the profile picture will not be there for a very long period of time to maintain your brand, because until we finish blasting your campaign already, we move on to the next campaign, which is our next customer who is on queue. So this customer will have their own profile picture, or they don't upload profile picture, so it's going to be empty. So either way, your profile picture will not be there for a very long time. So the solution for this is actually we provide a dedicated solutions for basically a blasting server. We buy a blasting server for your company, just for your company, and then we install a set of dedicated SIM cards, meaning thousands of SIM cards, into this server of yours, which is based at our office. So these solutions, we provide this SIM card. This set of SIM card will be used for only your brand, for one particular customer, meaning it's you, only for your brand. So we do not mix with other brands. So sometimes the way we configure the server, so things like that, we are able to actually solve this problem. So this applies to the same method like this. Let me show you to you. I believe that everyone know about web hosting, or if you don't know, so let's say any web hosting in the world, so they have any web hosting, so they let's say SiteGround. Okay, so they have, okay, so any web hosting in the world, they have a thing called dedicated hosting. Maybe let's go there. Okay, let's see they have or not. So usually, yeah, all the hosting is actually, okay, all hosting option. So some hosting is actually not a dedicated hosting, some is shared hosting, some is actually a dedicated hosting. So hosting also, it work, the SIM card actually works the same as hosting. So everything, this is shared across board, alright? So if it's not shared, you need to buy a dedicated hosting from them, which is much more expensive, alright? Which is much more expensive. So usually things like that, in hosting world there are called shared hosting and another dedicated hosting. So it applies exactly the same. Alright, so we call it shared SIM card, another one dedicated SIM card or server, whatever you want to call it. So it works the same. Alright, hope this clarify a lot of the questions and also solve some of the issues to your brand, to your company, so that every in the future to come, as an advertiser, as a brand, you know how to use our channels to reach out to your clients more effectively. Alright, thank you so much for listening. Have a nice day.